Hi all. So a while back I did a review on this GS top case for my motorcycle, and there was a few things I didn't like. One was that I had no way of running a power cord to it internally without leaving it exposed where water could get in. Like, for example, I could run it through the back pocket here, but then water would get in. So not good. So a person that watched my video on YouTube by the name of MacPants, shout out to MacPants, recommended these power outlets to me. So I ordered it, and this is actually pretty cool. So I got it in, and I'm going to go ahead and get it installed. I think this is going to be really cool. So it's got the power cord, back plate, and I got the European style. You can order it with different kits for different types of plugs. Just make sure you get what you want. That's the back plate that goes on the inside of the bag, and then this is the front part. So it has a plug with a cap, and then it mounts. You can put on the front or the side of the bag. And this little back template here, or plate, we'll use to draw out our holes and everything and kind of align where we want it. So it doesn't seem like it's too hard. It comes with instructions. Pretty easy to follow. We'll go ahead and put it together ourselves here, and so we'll know. The things you'll need are, of course, your kit, instructions. You'll need a Phillips, a ratchet, and you need an X-Acto knife. And then you'll need a pen to trace out where you're going to put it on your bag. So you need those items, and that's really all you need to do this. And you need a soldering iron. That'll help put the hole through for where you got to put your bolts. Okay, so let's get started. Take the back plate that goes on the inside. We're going to use that as a template on the front. Place it on the bag wherever you want it, front, side, however you want it. And once you have it exactly where you want it, take your pen, and we're going to trace the inside circle and then where the 4 bolts would go. Okay, I got it marked out so you can see where I traced. I got the 4 holes for the bolts, and then the center hole which the plug will run through. So then you'll be taking a soldering iron. This isn't my soldering iron, but I'll use it to point with. But similar to this, I'll take a soldering iron and you'll push through the holes, and then you'll take an X-Acto knife, and then you're going to cut the center hole. So soldering iron for the bolt holes, and then an X-Acto knife for the center hole. So on the inside, just be careful. You don't want to mess up the water protected lining for the outside of the bag, this top part. The inside, you're going to cut through the lining on the back spot, but that's okay. Just make sure you line it up correctly, that you're not cutting unnecessary parts of it. Okay, so I have my center hole cut with the X-Acto knife, and if you see, I didn't cut into the lining yet. I'll do that for last, but you can see I poked my finger through with the lining. What I'll do is just make a slit that enough for the cable to pull through when I'm ready to do that. Okay, I got the 4 holes from the soldering iron, and get it nice and hot, and you just poke it right through your marks from the template, and it goes right through. Just be careful not to burn the lining on the inside. Pull it back, and then put your soldering iron through to make the holes. Once that's done, you can put your plug in. The cord end goes into the bag, and that leaves the outside with the face plate with the cap, the sealing cap, watertight cap. Okay, you can see I have mine turned with the cap going over to the left side. That way it's not interfering with my cord, because my cord sits on the right side. So then what you'll do, get the hardware out. There's various screws. They give you like some short ones and some long ones. I'm going to use the long ones in this case. So just go ahead, pick which ones you need. and then go ahead and get started screwing them into the case. I'm not worried about the faceplate in the back yet. I just want to get the screws through and get them through the liner. So you might have to use your screwdriver to push it through. So I'll just kind of twist it through so it's seated in there pretty good. And then just go ahead and do all of them, and then you can put the faceplate on the back. So I'll do the rest of them. Okay, this is what it looks like on the inside, so hopefully you can see. It's kind of dark, but I got the 4 screws coming through, I got my main cable coming through, and I just cut the lining just enough to get the screws through. I didn't want to make a big cut in the lining. And then I'll take the faceplate with the bolts on the back and slide that on. You want it right over the screws, and then you can bolt it down. Okay, so there it is. It's mounted in now. I got my cap. You can plug it in if you're not using the power. The power cord plugs directly into the faceplate here. And then this goes into your cigarette lighter outlet. And then on the inside, see here, open it where you can see it a little bit. Hopefully you can see that. It's mounted on the inside. It's sealed really good. There's no water or anything gonna get in there. And then you have your cable here. You can use your power adapter of choice. I got a dual cigarette lighter in there, and you plug that in on the inside. So now all your power is running into the bag, and you can charge everything inside your bag without a bunch of cables running around, just right up on the front. So there you have it. Pretty nifty. So thanks again, MacPants. What a great idea, and keeps it nice and clean. Just wanted to show on the bike so you can see how it looks from the bike. So the power cable's running in. Like I said, you could just unplug this if you don't want it, and put it away, or like leave it in, and you can cap it off so it's not gonna, anything will happen, and it doesn't come out too easy. It's pretty tight in there, so you can cap it if you don't want it. And of course that just runs right to the lighter connector on the bike. Okay, and one more time just to look on the inside so you can see how it mounts on the inside a little bit better. And the connector, and plugging it to whatever you have on the inside.